What's up, guys? This is Young Shot here, back here today to give you guys this video on the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers game 1 of the finals. And let me tell you, I was excited. It was like a heavyweight bout. Bruce Buffer was there and everything. I was just excited. I was like, let's do this, man. And then I noticed as soon, and I predicted this from the beginning, from the jump, I knew the Golden State Warriors was going to take over the third quarter and basically put the game away and show their dominance. Now, we kind of knew, I already predicted it. I said it through the stream. If you guys missed the stream, I have it posted on my Twitch. You can always look at it whenever you guys want to. It's on my Twitch. I'll leave the description below. So I was live streaming the game through Mixer, which pretty much the renaming or the remodel of Beam. And Mixer, we call it mixer.com/ or my username mixer.com / Mr. Youngshot, or basically Mr. _Young_5 hot. And pretty much I was streaming the game for everybody to see it. You can always check it out again, link in the description below. And I watched the game through start to finish through my TV and through the stream basically. And all I gotta say is Kevin Durant makes a huge difference compared to Harrison Barnes. It's not the person that's shooting. He's not Harrison Barnes, where Harrison Barnes just stays still, fulfills role, and just basically just shoot basically whenever it's ready. He's the type of person that is going to take the ball to the hoop. He is probably the second best scorer in this league, maybe third. You can debate it, I don't care. I feel like he's second, and it's just going to be that type of series, I feel like, for the Cavs. Again, it's only one game, I understand that, but they need to control Kevin Durant. And I'll tell you in many reasons how the Warriors won, why the Cavaliers did poorly in the third quarter, going to the fourth quarter, and what they need to improve on for the next game. So let's get this started, and let's break it down, all bits and pieces. Let's chop that shit up and let's do it. All right, so from the first moment that we saw from this game, and I can pretty much tell you that Cleveland had a game plan coming in. You automatically saw it. Kevin Love on Zaza Pachulia, Tristan Thompson on my fault, Draymond Green, and LeBron on KD, obviously. Kyrie goes on Klay Thompson, and Jarrett's on Curry. And for the defensive line for the Warriors, you had Green checking, sometimes checking Kyrie, Klay sometimes checking Kyrie, Green sometimes, different looks at these star players. Kevin Love obviously being guarded by Draymond Green from the outside, Tristan Thompson. Basically everybody at regular assignments. Only thing, a little switch, Curry being the only person being stagnant on J.R. Smith. So that was the only real lineup that you really have. But besides that point, it was just crazy when the Cavs did pick and roll, and they was attacking and they was getting everything they want, and then it just stopped going to it. And for many reasons, one, LeBron was getting gassed. Deron Williams came in the game. As soon as Deron Williams came in the game, LeBron basically took a sat out for about, I give it 5 minutes into the game, 3 minutes in that second quarter. And with that, Deron Williams just completely gave up I'm not going to say it's fully on him, but it was turnovers. He was missing very tough shots. It looks like he doesn't even have bounce to his shot. And he was just, taking some horrible shots, some questionable shots, and not ready for the moment. So Tyronn Lue took him out, didn't play him until the fourth quarter, until it was a blowout. And it was just looking bad from there. With no true playmaker that's on the floor besides Kyrie Irving, and he needed some rest too after that first quarter, after going toe to toe and LeBron being gassed. Pretty much the Warriors started to pull a little bit away due to their turnovers, due to the role players missing their shots, and obviously transition basket after the turnovers saved by Kevin Durant when J.R. Smith moved out the way, or LeBron James when he moved out the way, and now allowing the three, which was the game plan by the Cavaliers, which I get and is very smart. But then again, you have to protect the rim and basically and not give up any threes, which I understand. So pretty much the Cavaliers didn't want to give up any threes, which is understandable, and they pretty much play the paint. Not play the paint, play the transition, play the arc, and force the shooters off. But now they got to understand that the Warriors are not the same team as last season. The Warriors actually have players that can score off the dribble now, especially with Durant, and not being at Harrison Barnes, and basically can drive to the rim and basically create their own shot, create the way how to get inside to the rim, and basically not rely on their three-point jump shot, or basically have maneuvers to basically fake out opponents and still get their three-point shots that they want. Example, Ian Clark, even though he missed the shot when JR contested it, it was still a wide open look. Curry, same thing. He did it, I think, twice in the game. He made both threes. It was crazy. So with that, pretty much with the turnovers and leading the transitions, where it get on break, basically this margin of the game, basically the lead started to just go from close, and then a little bit far away going into that third quarter. Basically, the Cavaliers gave up a lot of rebounding, especially with Tristan Thompson going into the first quarter. Going into the first half. Going into the second half, my fault. Tristan Thompson only had one board. Kevin Love had most of the majority of boards. Then it's going to be LeBron, I think, that has second. But the Warriors have more offensive boards and more opportunities to score. Example, it was one time Curry out-rebounded LeBron. And I'm not just going to simple this out. I'm not going to put it out there like it's something like, oh my God, Curry just out-rebound LeBron. Like, it's a big difference. But Curry out-rebounded LeBron and pretty much saved the ball, basically kicked it up to Durant, and basically they had another possession. Another thing, Zaza Pachulia got the board, saw Curry, basically tipped open the pass. Curry basically picks it up, runs to the corner, shoots his traditional three, makes it. Things like that cannot happen, especially if you're the Cavs. The Cavs need to find a way to lock down and get them boards whenever possible, show fight and tenacity on the rebounding, and they would basically run away or basically make the game a little bit closer despite the turnovers that's been happening to them. Would win the game? No, obviously not, but with defense rebounding, if they secured them boards, you could probably say that game could have been a little bit more closer than what it was. Now, another thing is too, when the Cavs switch on certain players, they end up being ISO than getting killed. So, example, it was a play ran with the Warriors where Curry basically has the ball in his hands, or basically running through screens. I think it was Draymond that has the ball in the hand. He ran down a pin down screen basically to get him open for a three. So that didn't work. But what happened was it was a switch. So now you have Kevin Love guarding Curry. Curry now resets, basically sees Kevin Love has, barbecue chicken, whatever you want to call it, goes to the ISO, basically freezing him and getting to the rim at will. Another play, Kevin Durant basically receives the ball in the post. Now, there's not completely in the post, but somewhere in the high post. Draymond Green sets the pick, or I think Zaza sets the pick, and it ends up switching Kevin Love on Kevin Durant. What happens, and I'm not putting this completely on Kevin Love, there's more other examples I can put on. Kevin Durant, exposed by Kevin Love, gets the layup. That example, another switch happened where David West pretty much ended up with RJ. RJ off the pick and roll again, or off a random off-ball screen, and they found a mismatch. David West goes to work in the post, he scores. Another switch. Kyrie Irving on Kevin Durant. I can go on for days about the switching, and I feel like Cavs cannot switch. They have to just play straight up one-on-one, and whatever happens, happens. Obviously, you need help. Obviously, if it's off-ball screens, you switch on it, but it has to be more tenacity. I'm not saying they can't switch, but I feel like they need to avoid switching so much to the point where they just need to hold their assignments. And if they do decide, to continue to switch, at least have better players ready to play against those switches. Because, yes, Kevin Love had about 20 boards, I think 15, 20 boards tonight. I'm not sure. I'm not going to look at the stats. I was looking through the game. Kevin Love was hitting his shots. I'm not saying that. Kevin Love got his rebounding. But when it comes in terms of defense, when it comes in terms of guarding his man, it is barbecue chicken. So the last thing I want to take off from this game is pretty much the pick and roll. The Cavaliers need to do more pick and rolls. I feel like they're doing too much isolation. Isolation's not working, obviously, with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. It works sometimes, but not all the time during the game. That said, with LeBron's 8 turnovers during the game and pretty much how they was giving up the ball. Also, Kyrie Irving was giving up the ball too. They need to find a way to have pick and rolls with the Warriors. And I've seen this before with the first couple of plays where Curry was showing and going, and LeBron would attack the show and basically get the foul and get to the line. What they need to do is do more of that and find a unique way to basically get shooters open and have help come on LeBron completely. Now, it's up to the shooters to hit their shots, obviously, but LeBron needs to be on an attack first heavy, like he did last finals against the Warriors, where he was really passive, and then he noticed that he needs to attack whoever he gets switched up on. So, obviously, the Cavs need to run more pick and roll, I feel, for offense, and basically have LeBron attack for head down. Basically, if the paint gets jammed up, you'll have shooters all around him, and he just has to rely on them to hit their shots. Otherwise than that, he's probably going to have to attack first quickly and swiftly against this Warriors defense, especially with Klay Thompson, who's been playing phenomenal on defense, just can't hit a shot. And you got Draymond Green checking him and Kevin Durant checking him. You got literally people that's over 6'8" guarding LeBron, or 6'7", but with big weight and body mass that's guarding him every time. So we just gotta check and see how the Cavs do. For the Warriors, it wasn't really anything that they really missed from this game. They completely I feel like they dominated the game completely. But if it's one area I have to say that they need to improve on, it's just not fouling every time. They had a lot of fouls during the game, but besides that, just try not to foul. But again, they got rewarded. They did what they had to do. They played defense. They got in transition. Obviously got the easy points. Got 3-pointers when they needed it. They won the game. As I said, as I predicted, I already knew this was going to happen at the beginning of this game. At the beginning of game 1. I counted, I predicted it through the stream. I said Warriors and Cavs going to have a good game up until that third quarter and a half, and it's going to be over. And then going into the quarter 4, there's going to be complete domination by the Warriors. Now, for game 2, my predictions, I feel like the Cavs is going to bounce back from this, obviously. LeBron's going to be gassed. The Warriors starters going to be gassed because they didn't get taken out until the fourth quarter, until 2 minutes into the game, 2 minutes out of the game, or from the game being over. Then again, they have a long rest period going into, I think, Saturday or Sunday. Either which one. Regardless or not, they're going to be playing again. Game 2, I feel like the Cavs may pull out a win, but something's telling me that the Golden State Warriors is going to control the series 2-0, and then they're going to go back to Cleveland into game 3. So that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is Young Shot. Again, we're going to be having a live stream soon for game 2. As soon as game 2 finishes, we're going to be live streaming it, and basically I'll give you my review. I'll give you a little bit of preview, and also make sure that you check the mixer to look at the live games while stream. If you do not have a TV, if you don't have the ESPN, if you don't have an app in general, make sure you check out the live stream. It's free and you don't have to do anything besides just watch it, and that's it. I'll leave the description below. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Young Shot. I'm out. Peace.